Jyoti Mudra. Close your ears with your thumbs while with the index fingers press lightly at the corners of the eyes or covering your eyes with a small pressure. Focus on Kutastha. Allow that part of your attention goes down in the Muladhara. Then ideally lift this chakra through an inhalation to the point between the eyebrows. Hold the breath for as long as you feel comfortable, about 10-15 seconds, while trying to perceive the particular light of Muladhara in Kutastha. Exhale and ideally place Muladhara chakra back down to its original position. Part of the attention moves now on the second chakra. Then do exactly what you have done with the Muladhara chakra. Then thanks to a short exhalation, this chakra is ideally brought back into its seat. The same happens to the chakras 3, 4, 5 and medulla. Always try to see the light at the point between the eyebrows. Feel that you are offering each center to the light of the spiritual eye. To end the procedure, put the palms of your hands over the eyelids and remain there seeing a white light for 2-3 minutes. When the light disappears, lower your hands. Parvastha. Parvastha is the state ensuing a good practice of Kriya. Remain longer in meditation listening to divine sound, feeling the vibration and enjoying the divine light. Perceive the focus of your concentration slowly rising from Kutastha to fontanelle and above fontanelle outside of the body. Remain without thoughts perceiving this inner sky which starts from the upper part of your head. When you come to the end of your meditation routine, open your eyes. Stare at what is before you but do not observe anything in particular. Watch without watching. Keep 99% of your attention to fontanelle. After a while you will become aware of a subtle line of white light, softened, as a fog, around all objects. The light will become progressively white and greater. Avoid thinking. Keep the gaze fixed. After 5 minutes close your eyes and rest for a while before standing. Second Kriya. Second Kriya formal part. The hands, with fingers intertwined, rest on the abdomen. Inhalation and exhalation are fragmented into 6 + 6 parts. Starting with your chin on the chest, inhale, moving your awareness upwards along the spinal column. Simultaneously, slowly raise the chin as if to accompany the energy and push the energy up. The syllables of the Vasudeva mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, are mentally placed in each chakra location, while making a short pause in each. During the first sip of inhalation, the concentration is on the Muladhara, where the syllable Om is ideally put. During the second sip, the concentration is on the second chakra, where the syllable Na is ideally put. Mo in the third, Bha in the fourth, Ga in the fifth and Ba in Bindu, medulla is not ideally hit. Now the inhalation is completed and the chin is horizontal. Hold the breath and practice Kechari Mudra as best as you can. The head bends forward towards the throat cavity. The divine light flows down from above into the occipital region of the brain, therefore in the part of your head that is turned towards the ceiling. After feeling this for a second or more, resume the normal position and immediately bend the head slightly toward the left shoulder, without turning the face. The previous experience of the divine light infusion happens again in the right part of the head. Resume the normal position and bend the head slightly backwards. The experience of divine light happens in the frontal part of the head. Then bend your head toward the right shoulder. The experience of divine light happens in the left part of the head. Close the round by repeating the first movement. After concluding one rotation of the head, exhalation starts. The exhaling breath is divided into 6 punctuated parts or pulses. While lowering the chin at a slow pace, the awareness comes down along the spinal column. The syllable Te, usually is the final E, is lengthened, Te, is placed in medulla, Va in the 5th chakra, and so on. Su, D, Va, until Ya, lengthened, Ya, is mentally chanted in the Muladhara. If this is comfortable, make a short pause after exhalation. During it, the awareness makes a complete, counterclockwise turn around the Muladhara chakra. What I have described is called by me Omkar Pranayam, in order to avoid saying. The timing of one Omkar Pranayam depends on the individual. Usually it is approximately 45 to 50 seconds, but from a certain point onwards, the speed of each repetition of Omkar Pranayam slows down. The breath is sucked in and seems to be dissolved. From that moment onwards, all the physical details are only hinted. You have probably read that in a deep pranayam, the energy crosses the chakras just like the thread of a necklace passes through the pearls. It may also happen that the thread of energy envelopes each pearl. The counterclockwise rotation of awareness around the crown, induced by the experience of light coming down from above, can be also perceived in small dimensions winding around the medulla. When exhalation begins and you mentally chant Te, you can use the starting instance of exhalation to intensify the psychic pressure around the medulla. This internal action is extended in a natural way to the other chakras. The path of descent becomes a helix that surrounds and creates pressure around each chakra. Go slowly and do not be in a hurry, and let the process proceed at its own pace. Second Kriya, informal part. The breath is natural, as in mental pranayam. In each chakra we shall mentally repeat its associated syllable many times. In Muladhara repeat Om, 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 about 36 times. Do not use mala to count, remain immobile. The speed at which you chant the syllables is about 2 per second. Visualize that chakra as a horizontal disc, having a diameter of approximately 1 inch. Visualize these syllables moving on the surface of the disc in counterclockwise direction, near the circumference. Then focus on the second chakra where you will do exactly the same action, utilizing the second syllable of the mantra, namely, Na, 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 about 36 times. Then focus on the third, repeating Mo, 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 about 36 times. Then focus on the fourth, repeating Bha, 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 Bha. Then on the fifth, Ga, 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 Ga. Then on Bindu, Ba, 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 Ba. Now practice the 5 bends of the head but in a slower way. The chin bends forward, towards the throat cavity. The divine light flows down from above the head, seat of the eternal tranquility, into the occipital region of the brain. After feeling this for about 10 to 20 seconds, resume the normal position and bend the head slightly toward the left shoulder, without turning the face. The previous experience of the divine light infusion happens. Divine light flows down from above the head into the right part of the brain. Remain in this position for about 10 to 20 seconds, then resume the normal position. Now the head bends backwards. The same experience happens and divine light flows down into the frontal part of the brain. Remain in this position for about 10 to 20 seconds, then resume the normal position. Now the head bends slightly toward the right shoulder, without turning the face. The same experience happens and divine light flows down into the left part of the brain, then the spine and the body. To close the round, the chin bends forward, towards the throat cavity. The same experience happens. The head then resumes its normal position. You have perceived light and divine blessings in each of the 4 parts of your brain. In this way, the spiritual light will gradually pervade each atom of the upper part of your head. Then focus on medulla, repeating many times Te, 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 Te. The absorption state is really strong. Then you will focus on the 5th chakra utilizing Va, Va, Va. Then 4th, 3rd, 2nd, Muladhara. Going up this way from Muladhara to Bindu and coming down repeating the same procedure is 1 round. The time required is approximately 4 to 6 minutes. Repeat 3 to 4 times and then be lost in the meditative state. Key points. 1. Moving from one chakra to the next, a Kriyaban begins to notice the change of the light vibration in the region between the eyebrows. Later, you will have the experience that a specific sound comes from each center. Being absorbed in listening to astral sound creates inner bliss, putting aside, at least momentarily, our ego consciousness. This is the moment when the Omkar reality is revealed. 2. After completing this procedure, the upper part of the brain will remain ideally in the space, separated from the physical body. Swami Hariharananda said that this procedure ends in cracking the coconut. The coconut is the head, whose upper part will be detached from the lower part. You must actively cooperate to reach this result. You must invite the divine energy to pervade the frontal, lateral and back part of your head. During the day, remain in this state as much as you can.